Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag, about tag on I got it in the bag, man, I'm getting all type of cash, I'm a general true. I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.
You got a picture me, send me calling, ready for war like Korea, headlining shows out in Poland, you should be cleaning my mansion. My peasant's disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new bay alert, gon' be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag. General true.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. She's a keeper. No burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut. Mayday. Bubbles and these models are. It's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like the man right now.
All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun, gun, gun!
Now Ryan on second down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On second down, Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
4 down, 12. 4 down, 4 down. Check, 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 check.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Alert! 3 down, 3 down. Right? Watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch it go!
On second down, Freeman. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Let's go!
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Ready, set! Back 25!
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. All right, here we go. Green!
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by Butler over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
39!
On 3rd down, Rosen. He's got a man. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Odd on. 5 down. Stand up in. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
throws it. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
This is the veteran fullback, John Kuhn, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
39.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Left. Right. Right. 22. Tighten up.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. His throw caught. What about the 5? And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Ready! Wait, 25! I got him. Let's beat. 20! 54, south! You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this?
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He'll get it up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Let's go.
Now a third and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more.
Wait! Check. 53's Mike.
Now Ryan. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Rosen on 1st and 10. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
4 down. All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Now Rosen on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Deion Jones leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Now let's go!
Throwing again, it's Rosen. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Rosen to throw again. And that'll be caught by Gresham for a Cardinal touchdown. Jermaine Gresham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Now for the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
We got 3.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals are in for 6.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. No, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
This is taken at his 4. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Gun. 21.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's go. Hey, express.
On second down, Ryan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. To throw is Ryan. This complete to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Now Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So that throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Ready, back 25. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And Bryant's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On first down, it's Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rosen off the play action. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They go play action here on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On second down, Johnson. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Johnson, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. That's caught by Butler over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Point after here coming up. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. A gain of 39 that time.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They come out here in the eye. Now Ryan. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Hey, way. Left.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
20.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Flushed, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hut! Hut!
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hut!
Now Rosen looking to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. He'll look to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Gun. 21. Let's go. I got a left.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
A first down carry for Smith. A gain of 3, second down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Let's go. Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, 54, South. Gun. Switch. Wait.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined.